Today we are delivering the FA Level 2 Certificate in Coaching Football. My job is FA County Coach Developer in Lincolnshire, and part of my role is to deliver a coach education programme around the county at varying different levels, of which the FA Level 2 Certificate in Coaching Football is one of the courses that sits as part of the curriculum for the FA's coach development. I'm hoping that the coaches that are here today will become better coaches, be able to go back to their clubs and deliver more beneficial, more valuable and positive coaching sessions for their players, which will ultimately make them better coaches and develop better players going forward.
I think this type of activity has an enormous benefit to the candidates. I think they'll have an opportunity to take some of this knowledge back to their clubs and work with their grassroots players. I also think it'll build their knowledge base to give them an opportunity to develop further and best service the local kids and local football.
For grassroots football, I think it gives a very good understanding of how to coach and how to treat the players, how to organise yourself and get the most out of the time that you have with those players.
I think there's lots of benefits for grassroots football for courses like this, because you'll get a lot of parents that will just say, yeah, I'll coach the kids and whatnot, but they haven't really got a lot of knowledge or actual understanding of techniques themselves. That we're learning from technique to skill to game, whereas people just on the first day just being told that that's something I want aware of, so they can take that away, that maybe you do need to strip it back to basics and just learn kids like the technique originally before we develop it into a possessed game and stuff.
Doing my level 2 coaching course because I'm to ensure what I'm teaching to the players is correct. My children are both brought up doing football, which I was involved with, met a lot of different coaches along the way that didn't always do the best for the children, and because now I coach other people's children, I want to make sure that it's useful and delivering it so that the people I'm teaching understand it.
Personally for me, I'd like to better my ability as a football coach. I want to gain a better knowledge of coaching, so I feel like I've got a pretty decent understanding of football as it is, but getting that over to players is something which, after doing level 1 and coaching for a while, I find is actually a lot harder than maybe you think it is. It's harder to see what's going on in your brain and then telling kids what that is. So when I'm there when I'm coaching a session, I can see it happening fine, but then breaking it down and keeping the kids concentrated and enthusiastic whilst trying to help them do that has been difficult. So basically learning different techniques is to coaching, really.
I hope the coaches will gain a lot of confidence from the course, some new ideas around coaching practice, a little bit more understanding around building a practice and from technique to skill into a game sort of scenario. Tonight I went through the principles of play with the candidates, linking it to the FA England DNA. England and plays at the top level comes through grassroots football, and I think without our grassroots voluntary workforce, I don't think we'd have a top-class England team of the future.
What I see a lot is coaches...
There's some fantastic work going on in grassroots football, but we can always be better. And by adding more qualifications, more experience, then hopefully these coaches will pick up more ideas, new ways of doing things, and continue to develop themselves as coaches. And if they become the best coaches they can be, ultimately, we'll have a better chance of producing and developing better young players in this country that can see those players develop through the levels that they aspire to, and helping meet the needs of every individual player that we have under our responsibility and under our care at our own clubs, and hopefully develop the best England national team that we can.